So you want to learn how to make a video. I've made close to 400 now, so I think I've got the hang. Quite honestly, how you do it really doesn't matter. There's, at least for Android, there's things you can download. I use PowerDirector. And, well, there's footage you have to, you gotta shoot something. And that's it. You could just have the unedited footage and have your video, or you can go the whole 9 yards, record, edit, produce. Just to give you some basics, here's an example. Some people write scripts. I personally don't. I don't really believe in such a thing unless it be for more of just a more involved thing, so I don't do it. That'd be something you could do. That way you wouldn't have to sit there and remove the little bits of silence in between when you don't know what to say, like right now. But I don't care about that, and I just remove the bits of silence. Because me personally, I feel like it's more personal to say what I feel and what comes to me at the moment, rather than reading off of a paper. So, the initial question for me, I just don't know how it works. That's literally it. So, to make a long story short, it can be just as involved as you want it. If you want to just make a fucking TikTok, edit that's it, it's a fucking, 10-second video, and, add some shitty music or some filters and call it a day, right? That's it. You recorded, you edited. Congratulations. An app did 90% of the work, but you're gonna, we're gonna start off with the recording because that's how you start off. This is OBS, a free app that you can download. Down here, you can adjust to what you see fit. I'm not changing any of this, even just for a demonstration, because I've set it the way I want it. But if you wanted, you could change these sliders, adjust the volume, an audio mixer. And I do believe under advanced audio, no, it's under properties. No, it's under filters. So if I didn't apply that noise suppression, let's do that. You should be hearing some noise right about now. Now, what I mean by noise, well, in an audio sense, it's not going to be quite as clean, which is why I have that filter. So right off the bat, there you go. That is a good thing to learn. It's also good to separate by categories. So if I ever hop into virtual reality every once in a while, I have my VR mic and my VR audio, my headset. Two separate things. So I never mix them up, because if I just added another mic / aux, it would say that, and then I'd get it mixed up. So you need to organize. Anyway, you just type in OBS right there, download, goes by your operating system. There you go. Okay, let me give you an idea of how files can work. I'm just going to assume you have absolutely no idea. So, a lot of people really love to organize and really take it fucking way further than it really should be, but I know what is what here, so I'm good. So depending on the length, the quality of the video, how many frames it is, the dimensions, etc., it can be quite big and it can be quite small. Now this here is one of my most recent videos that I filmed for this. It's 4 gigabytes and it's 7 minutes long. I'm pretty sure it was filmed at 8K 24 FPS. Now, if I filmed it in 4K, it might be about half of that size. It'd be much smaller for sure, but that should give you an idea. Now, this here is, you have all your different sources here. Now, I haven't made it very hard to understand what's what here. Every once in a while, I like to have a little webcam up here in the corner if I feel froggy. I have a display capture, which captures what's displayed on the display, and I have a window capture. Also have a game capture, and this is audio, so it's pretty fairly straightforward. You want to go into settings. You can stream from OBS as well. Sure. You can adjust the settings for your streams, depending on if it's struggling with your your ISP, So your up and your down speeds are going to tell you how well you can stream. So I could stream pretty well at 720, a little less better at 1080, but I'm certain I could if I tried. Here, you can adjust your resolution and your FPS. I've adjusted the FPS to be about 60, but my monitor is 144. Now, because every second 60 frames are taken, it's going to be quite sizable. If I wanted to completely use my monitor, because my monitor is 1080p, 144 hertz monitor, I could make it 144 FPS. I don't want to. It's a bit more taxing. And I only ever really do it, I do it rarely. I keep it 1080-60. At least until I get a better graphics card or, a better computer in general. I don't want to do that. You can also set up hotkeys if you're that type of person. That'd be all under hotkeys. I'm not going to get too specific into the applications I'm using because I'm speaking to a wide audience, you might like other applications. You might have your own rhyme and rhythm to the way you're doing things, and that's fine. I'm just giving a brief outlook here. There's an idea of my organization. Okay. Now, if you're going to use Premiere Pro, this may not be how it looks whenever you first start it up. This is how it is, how I've customized it. So, your mileage may vary. So when you throw it into the timeline will automatically adjust to what you have. Now, if you throw in a file of a different dimension here, see how much smaller it is? Because this is 8K, wonderful frame by the way, and this is 1080, so much smaller, and it's already fitted to the 8K here. Now, this file is, okay, let's see how long this is. This is 45 minutes. And in this 45 minutes, this is what? 7 gigabytes, okay? At 1080, 60 FPS. So, this here is 8K at 24. And this is 4 gigabytes. And this is only... Or no, I'm mixing up with the other one. The other one's what, 2 minutes? You get the idea. Let me give you an example. You can also scrub, for example. So if I see this little blip here in the audio, and I figure, oh, I don't want to wait that whole, 6 seconds to see what that is. You can just scrub all the way to it and play. It was the chair. Okay, so let's give you an idea of how to edit. Say you want to give a fuck about your recording. You do not leave this in. Okay. So that's what, 20 seconds. What asshole is going to sit there for 20 seconds and nobody's going to. You will lose interest quite fast if you do something like this. Although, I mean, I don't, if you look at my gameplay videos, I mean, it's a lot of the same thing, but I have some moments. I don't edit that much. But to give you a brief idea. Okay. Let's get rid of this, because that's what we would do. A ripple delete is different from clearing. Clearing does this, and you have to manually move it. Ripple deleting moves it for you. Not trying to get too much into it, because I want to be open-ended. Let's skip to a part where I actually give a fuck. Because that's a lot of time of sitting there and trying to think. 45-second mark, good enough. So you want to... I'm not making you watch the video twice. You want to make sure to save a lot too. That's another thing. It's important to save. You'll be 30 minutes through your project, hour, whatever. You need to save. Don't rely on autosave. It will fucking quit on you, and it'll be all over, and you'll say, fuck this video, man. I don't give a shit, even though you clearly gave a shit. You clearly cared about it. You need to save. You need to save. Okay, so to give you a pretty intense... Okay, see? So since this is a 720 video, it's going to make me go down to 720. Because of what I was recently at. Okay. I'm going to give you a pretty heavy example of editing. It won't seem quite as daunting once you actually do it. Once you get familiar. But... it just fucking... So... okay, fucking... I don't even want to look at it anymore. Alright, man. Okay, I need some sort of fucking video here, right, man? This is a clip taken from when I went to go see my best friend. I'll just fucking show you, man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Alright, so right off the bat, already stuff you can remove. Say there. At least for me, time to save. I don't care if it's a 6-second clip. Alright? Let's have some fun with this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Alright, man. Yeah. You should get the idea by now. You can just do shit like that. Alright. Then, I don't know, man. Let's get some music. Good enough. You don't want gaps. Okay, you get the basic fucking idea, right? Okay, so I've basically finished this video. I would like to show you how to export or produce or whatever term you'd like to use. So, there's different formats you can use, different containers that you can use. So since it's 8K and I actually want it to be in 8K, that's what I would have to pick. No, see, it already sees the highest thing that I have so far. My first video that I recorded, 24 frames, 8K, right? Of course, there's many different options, previews, proxies. It might be different for the program you're using, so I don't want to go into that too much. The main things you are going to have are the resolution, which you can tweak. Frame rate, I'm not going to make it any higher than it actually is. And bitrate? Yes, okay. I have no idea what the bitrate actually is for 8K. You know what, let's look it up. YouTube actually has a page for this, which is really quite nice. This should give you an idea of what to do. If you make it higher than it actually is. So say it is 24 and this is going to be, and you want to make it 240 megabytes per second. You want to max that shit out. You're not going to get any more out of it because you recorded at 24. What you recorded it at is generally this range here. And this range here is going to be for the higher frames. So, you need to keep a good eye, and you'll have a range of what to do. So, because I recorded it at 8K, 24 frames, it'd be 80. However, if you are, if you've been watching so far, you should understand that it is not fully in 8K. I might have stretched it out to 8K because I'm a dick. But the majority of this video is in 1080. And the little bits of myself have been in 8K. However, since it's 15 minutes, I'm gonna do it as 8K. I don't want to spend the time to have two separate videos and then join them together and then what? See, if you were to do it like that, you could do it at 1080 and I guess a higher bitrate because then you'd have 8K to do it, right? So I'm just gonna get the most bang for my buck here. 1080 looks bad, it looks bad. There's a lot more that goes into it, but that's really all I'm gonna say here. I just wanted to give you a introductory glance. Yeah.